and all that shit.
Makes no difference what you're going through. You're gonna make it. God's gonna see you through. Hold your head up. Put a smile on your face. This is another test. It won't last always. So get ready. Get ready for your blessing. For your blessing. Get ready. Get ready for your miracle. For your miracle. Get ready for your blessing. For your blessing. Get ready. Get ready for your miracle. For your miracle. I know you've been hurting down inside. Let me encourage you, it's gonna be alright. Troubles and trials come to make you strong. Keep on believing, you keep holding on. Get ready for your blessing. For your blessing. Get ready for your miracle. For your miracle. Get ready for your blessing.
Good morning. Sir Markadoo here with Sir Media Group, where we put your business in the streets. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things should be added unto you. Good morning, everybody. Man, we had a great show yesterday. It was off the chain. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed dealing with the mirror. That was one of the most interesting concepts that I had developed for me years ago, and when I didn't even know about psychologists and all that, and I knew that it was that mirror. It was that mirror on the wall, that one that, mirror on the wall, and the one that Michael was talking about, Michael Jackson, talking about is the man in the mirror, That is a very difficult and very intense synopsis of who we are as a people. Is phenomenal. I mean, it's that mirror, man. And a lot of people do not want to look in the mirror. And that's why this broadcast is about wants, needs, and desires, because all of it plays from that mirror. We want these things. I remember when I was over 300 pounds. And I had a high blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol, cancer at the same time. And I was like most Americans, most people around the world, that really wanted to lose weight. I really wanted to do it, and I tried it, and I tried it again, I tried it again, like most people. And that's why you gotta really, really be careful about wants. Because just because you want it don't mean you're gonna get it. And I keep it simple. Just because I wanted it didn't mean I was gonna get it. Until the day I really wanted it. And then I got to that point where I needed it. And then I got down to the point where I desired it. And that's where the rubber meets the road, ladies and gentlemen, is when, you want something, but then you desire it. That's on a whole nother plateau. And it's so interesting when I communicate with my brothers and sisters that are in business. And it's weird because I could be saying, extra $1,000 a week, extra $1,000 a month. And they said, that's what I want. People are so quick to say, that's what I want. And I said, do you really? Well, we're going to find out, because guess what? The mirror don't lie. Because when you want something, you begin to give it your all. I remember when I was a athlete, and I wanted it so bad. I mean, I wanted to win. I wanted to win so bad, but there was something telling me that I need to work hard for that. And I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, it's practice. And after I stopped practicing, I had to practice again, and I had to practice again, and again, until I got to a point where I was one of the most prolific athletes in my circle of athletes. I knew that for order for me to dominate, I had to study other athletes that was like in that era. I mean, like Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, and I'm not no Bill Russell, no Wilt Chamberlain now. But I tell you what, I worked hard like they did. I was a prolific athlete, and that was something that I got to a point where I really started to desire being one of the best, in the league, in my community. I knew I could stand toe for toe. And I can't wait, I've done some interviewing with some other athletes. I remember one time, and I'm not just tooting my horn, that I didn't realize it. I was recruited even at a young age. Now I didn't even think I was going to talk about that. And I was playing for at the YMCA when I was young, right? 13, 14. But I was a stringy kind of kid. But looking at me, you'd think I was just a kind of a goofy kid. It was like, because I was slinky, and he says, "There's no way this guy was going to ever be a top-notch player, right?" So I'm out there at the Y, and this guy comes in, and I didn't realize, because I interviewed him about maybe a year ago, and I didn't realize he had told me that he came up there to recruit me. So that's when I heard that made my thought processes about recruiting much, much stronger. And somebody had told him that I was up at the YMCA, and I was a terror on the boards, right? And I always wanted to be on a team that could win, right? And later I found out that the team from the boys club went to Kentucky the year before that and lost in the first round. So he came up there to get me and introduced me to R.C. Pruitt. And the rest was history. We won so many championships after that. It was unreal. I mean, I was on them boards. I knew what I was there for. I began to train with somebody that really cared about his players. And I can confidently say I can interview anybody in Boston, Massachusetts that ever played against me or played with me to tell you that's the kind of athlete I was. And because I wanted it. I knew these guys because I was watching these guys. I said, there's no way I'm going to be able to compete up with these guys until I get, till I get that desire to be that thing. And same thing with me losing weight, same thing with me getting off crack cocaine. It was something that I had to desire it. And that's the weird things about wanting something. It's the work ethic that goes with it. Then we get around to the needs. and oh my God, if you think you feel that you really need that thing, whatever it is, you really, your work ethic kicks up another notch. Okay? So, to be in business, I remember telling my aunt, and now we're going to talk about the, well, I said, I just came down from Boston. I just got off crack. And I got this little job. And then I got off the job and I started selling T-shirts. I bought 24 T-shirts. And my aunt said something. And I said, well, one day, I'm going to have a warehouse and I'm going to ship product all over the world. And then you could just see that thing in her. She said, oh, that's nice. That's nice, baby. That's nice. And it was like more like, go lay down somewhere. Because that'll never happen. And I remember one year, and God bless her soul, when she moved on. And because I wish she was here to tell the story, because she walked in the first warehouse I got, because I was at a store. I had a couple of stores, and she said, oh, that was nice, that was nice. But when she came into the first warehouse, she said, you said you was going to do it. Boy, but you don't know the workload I put in, man, to make that happen. Lines are open, 404-286-6700, 404-286-6700. We'll talk about our needs, our wants, and our desires. And could you imagine desiring something so bad that it starts to come into fruition? I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it, by the way. Going down to Louisiana. I'll be down there on my birthday and my anniversary, April 11th. I'm looking forward to going down there because we're going to talk about the workload. I put some work in down there in Louisiana. I mean, I do it for all the states, but Louisiana has some ballers and shot callers over there. I'm telling you, I'm looking so forward to having dinner with Keith Gatlin, Clifford Miners, Quentin Short. The list goes on and on. And I am really looking forward to now increase our desires to be some of the most prolific men in society today, to make a move on America. And it's fine, because I'm here to help all my brothers and sisters. So I am not chanting down with white people and all that crap. I mean, that's crap. We all live together. See, what I won't. I think our society needs it desperately. So my needs, are being met because of my brothers and sisters in the industry. But my desire is to see America better, especially the youth. We can and we will succeed. We're way overdue. We're way overdue. How are we going to help our brothers and sisters? My desires are so powerful in my spirit that I'm looking at this thing as like catapulting my career into a whole nother dimension. When you look at like me, I look at the great ones, right? I'm talking about the great ones. We had a civil rights gentleman, Dr. somebody, I don't know his name, but he marched with Martin Luther King, and he spoke about the great ones. And the great ones are amongst us. We're the next great ones. I mean, I believe there's nothing wrong with being a prolific businessman, a prolific community activist. I love it. I love the pressure. It just reminds me of everything else that I have done in my lifetime. I mean, I got so much more to give and a whole lot more to get. I'm just so excited. You know, that's why even the event that we're doing on April the 19th, and I'm just so extremely excited to know that how big or how small, I don't know, but I'm part of something that's going to be great. I know for a fact that we're going to touch somebody's lives. We're going to touch lives that day. I'm excited. It's free food, free giveaways. It's going to be phenomenal. I am so excited I can't even see straight. I know that I want it to turn out right. I need it to turn out right, but I desire it more. That I know whoever's there is going to be touched by God that day. I already know. Because when I communicate with my little brothers and sisters, I make an impact. I don't play. I'm not in the playing business. This is very serious business. My wants and my needs and my desires have to overwhelm my wants and needs, and for us to be successful. I want, I need, and I definitely desire from coast to coast, border to border, because I know it's going to be done. I know it's going to be done. I know it's going to be an impact. I'm going to impact America like nobody's business, and I know we're doing it as a unit. You got some young brothers and sisters that I know they want it. To be able to talk to younger folks and get their impression of what our world looks like. I mean, it's phenomenal, folks. I believe that, and I want, and I need, and I desire that we touch these youth in a very special way. You know, it's weird because when they're a little younger, they don't appreciate as much. It seems I can kind of tell, but then as they get a little older, and this is why I keep telling my youngest, I said, you're going to get older. And when you do, you're going to see life a whole lot different than you see right now. I said, and I always told them, if you don't have desires, you're cutting yourself short. And I'm saying that to all of us. You have to get past a lot of these wants and get into the desires. Lines are open, 404-286-6700. What do you want? What do you need? What do you desire? Because it's very clear to me that it's going to take a whole lot more work to get across what I'm pushing through. We have so much to live for. There's so much to even die for. It's unbelievable. I mean, I feel that God has put us all in a position as a time like this that we can work. And I just, I just keep looking at my brothers and sisters, and I told Mark this morning, I said, it's going to take a lot more. It's just going to take more to get what we need, and to get what we desire is going to just I said, I just got more work to do. That's all. I mean, I know for a fact, and everything is not going to change or adjust, you know, as quick as I want, as quick as I needed to. So that's why the desire is a different animal. It's just something that it has to unleash itself on you. The desire to be an author. The desire to be one of the greatest business persons that you know. The desire to live in a house of your dreams. The desire making money, you know. And then you know, you realize, oh my God, I want this house. But houses are not being handed over to us like an order form. It's an order form. Yeah, take that. It's not that easy. It's not like say here. Here you go. There we go. Look, here's a piece of candy for you. It's not that simple, folks. It's a piece of candy. This is something serious, more serious. The desires for us and what we want for our communities, and in most cases our neighborhoods, has to be so much bigger. Our thought processes have to be so much smoother and so much pristine and so much right there. It's got to be right on, laser. It's got to be laser right on. We got a couple minutes left. Y'all let me do it again another day in a row. But it's cool. I love it, and I want more of it. Give us a call at 404-286-6700. It's almost over. I got about 8 minutes. Now, I want to take a real close look at how our youth are being treated. And I'm talking about the overall gamut. I mean, television, in the movies, entertainment, music. I mean, look at it, our schools, our school systems, in our rec systems, our play systems. How are our kids being treated? Down to fundraising. How do we treat our children? Do we allow them to make money or to earn while they learn? It's very critical, folks, that you start your own programs. I don't care if it's 1 or 2 people in your group. Start a program. Figure it out. Help these youth. Our children are being utilized, taken advantage of on a level. I mean, they even use it. Look, this is serious. They use our kids to get funded for programs that they don't even. I mean, I'm not saying all of our groups are not being utilized, but there's some people are getting funded and they're not even putting that other thing into. You know why? Because they don't know how. That's where we come in. We have the know-how to help make kids at least think about the future and saying, you are future. You're future business, future book writers, right? I mean, people are claiming at me now, well, when you going to write that book? Like Roosevelt wasn't here yesterday. When you going to write that book? It's going to be right around the youth and economics. And my brother Keith says, he was excited when I said I was going to do ebooks. And I'm just hoping and praying that I can use, somebody assist me in ebooks, right? Getting these ebooks done. I think my wife wrote one for me, and then we're going to go a little further into it, but the ebooks is where it's at. And I can't wait to really wrap my mind around it so I can understand it a little bit better so we can attack the system the way it's laid out. And I mean literally attack it. And I'm looking forward to it when you all, as my business associates, y'all get a chance to witness what it's like to attack and actually watch the progression of how I get into the global market. I have people say, you're everywhere. No, not yet. As long as I keep doing those videos, I'm everywhere. It's very, very important, folks. If you're going to want how to get more business, you got to use that brain. You got to. You have to use your brain so it can attack the resources that are necessary and required to move us along. Because I'm doing it right here with this camera. I want you to know that this is a great opportunity for us to communicate. And I'm telling you, 15-minute, 30-minute bursts, this is why I'm at a 30-minute broadcast now. Because it's not necessary to do a whole hour anymore. Our retention span, including mine, is not that long. That's another reason we're going to a 30-minute format. I want to make sure that we get powerful information, news we can use that's off the chain. Remember, folks, whatever your wants are, take a good look at it. Because it's going to roll right up into your needs, and then you say, what are my needs? And really, what are my needs? What are you needy for? And last but not least, your desires. When you desire something, it unleashes chemicals. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I desire us taking this community right here, dominating with Chronic Killer. That's just my desire. And I'm excited about it. I want to know. And I'm always asking myself, why do you desire certain things? And the answer for me most of the time, because it's there. It excites me. I'm very excited when I know I'm attacking something, and I know I'm at my best. I want to remind you on April the 19th, come on, drive on down, fly on down, be a part of the festivities on April the 19th. Get here. Be a part of the, customer appreciation. That's the word I was looking for yesterday. It's also customer appreciation. I appreciate all of you. And I want to be able to show that, break bread with you. And I do really honor you. I really do. I thank you so much. I'm getting ready to chime out of here. I'll see you tomorrow, but I got another great broadcast for you tomorrow. So thank you so much. Make sure you share this information. Hopefully it helps somebody. Hopefully it helped you. Thank you, Jesus. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. Have an awesome day. Don't forget to comment, share, and like. Just make sure, go on my YouTube and subscribe. Sir Media Group, and subscribe. Sir Markadoo, subscribe. Heavenly Body Press, subscribe. And let us know that you're part of our movement and what things that we're going to do. We got a revolution coming on, folks. Thanks for the blessing. Power. Peace.